Sideboarding. So, one of the most important things when you're playing with a deck like this that doesn't have any card selection in it is that the opening hands that you keep are going to, you know, this is like most of the cards we're going to see for this game. Like, realistically, we're only going to draw like 4, maybe 5, 6 cards. In a long game, maybe we'll see a few more than that. But in a deck that's aiming to end the game quickly, your opening hand is really important. So, this hand, obviously very clear mulligan. We only have one source of mana here. We've got a bunch of bombs and a couple of lock pieces, but need mana to make these things work. So we're going to pitch this one back for sure. I don't really play in Grand Prix. They're pretty expensive. Only for the travel cost, but like there's so many people compared to how high the entry fee is that like it's really not worth playing in them a lot of the time if you're trying to expect some kind of return. The open series events or local events are generally better expected cash value for me, so I'd rather attend multiple of those type of events as opposed to, you know, spending $300 or $400 to play in a Grand Prix weekend. This hand's pretty good. It's got a lock piece in it, and it's got a quick through the breach, so we're definitely going to keep. Having multiple things that our opponent needs to answer is good. Turn 2 Blood Moon on the draw is a little bit slow, but like if we hit Simian Spirit Guide or Lotus Petal, we could turn 1 it. Definitely bottoming another song here. Excuse me, not looking for mana. And that's a great draw, because it gives us a relevant turn 1 play here. So Chalice of the Void or any of our 12 pieces, or 8 pieces of fast mana were good draws there. So we had 12 good hits after that Scry Bottom. Let's see if our opponent is playing Dryad Arbor. Interesting. So Blood Moon probably going to be pretty good next turn. Blood Moon probably going to be pretty good this turn. Or we could put a Griselbrand into play. The decisions, right? Like, I think I just Blood Moon them. Like, there's a chance this Griselbrand could, like, brick on what it draws, and, like, I can still Griselbrand next turn, so let's just do this. Oh, Elves. Oh, our opponent's about to be a very sad panda. This matchup's real good for us. For a multitude of reasons. Alright, let's Song here. And then Through the Breach. And then Griselbrand. Let's just get things going here. Pay 7 life. Play the Petal out. I'm going to go ahead and attack here with this. I think we actually want another hit here. I don't actually have a lot going on. We're dead in 2 otherwise, but like we only need 1 more piece of fast mana to like play a Wurmcoil, an Inferno Titan or Wurmcoil next turn, and we only need Sneak Attack or Through the Breach. We could use those next turn, so I don't think there's a chance they do an extra 3 damage to us. So let's just draw 7 here. Look at that. We got one of those to play out, and then actually, I can actually pitch this into Song. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Next turn, we can just Emrakul and kill them. So, let's bin a Chalice, and a land, and a land, and a land, and an Inferno Titan. How many cards left on Through the Breach? Get down to 7? Sure. Opponent should be pretty dead here. Can we splice this? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's splice this onto Arcane. Because why not? Because we don't usually get to do that. Splice this one onto there. Okay, yep. How about... Let's not show them we got Big Emmer. Let's just put these two into play. Yeah, let's put Emrakul into play. Fine. Fine, screw it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we don't even... No, wait. Come back, opponent. Come back. I didn't get to attack yet. Oh, opponent. Alright, anywho. Sort by cost. Want to board Seething Song out in this matchup. They're going to be more disruptive post-board, so cutting Seething Song is good against disruptive elements. Trinisphere is plenty fine. Kozilek's Return is excellent. Pyrostatic Pillar is fine. I don't know if I want Magus to the moon. Literally nobody that chooses the Breach deck is ever cool, right? Right, details. I think the rest of these are fine. Yeah, I think we're just going to cut the 4 Seething Songs for 2 Trinispheres, a Kozilek's Return, and a Pyrostatic Pillar. There might be merit to bringing in a couple of Sudden Shocks. Sometimes they have Godok Teague in their board, but I feel like until we see Godok Teague, I'm not going to bring in extra hate just for him. We've got Kozilek's Return and the 3 Inferno Titans that can kill Godok Teague, so let's run it back. The moons are fine. You want to keep most hands that are like close to functional post board in this matchup just because they do have more disruption. Sure. We are back to playing Magic Online. It is the most convenient way to play Magic from your home. And playing Magic from your home is far more convenient than playing Magic anywhere else. We took my Inferno Titan. Interesting. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure we just 3-ball here, right? Go. I'm just looking for a fatty now. Play this, pass the turn. I can cast this Simian Spirit guy, but that seems loose. Any modern later around. We're mostly going to be playing Legacy for the next couple of weeks. Because I am playing Legacy for my team at the SCGKY Open, the team open. Oh, they have Abrupt Decay. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, look. Remember when we talked about Blood Moon being okay? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Blood Moon here just because it keeps them from killing my Trinisphere. So, like, they're going to float black and green here in response so they can Abrupt Decay this after it resolves. But I really don't want to give them a free roll on their turn with, like, all of their mana and no Trinisphere in play. So, I think this is correct. Get natural ordered. Yeah, we're gonna get natural ordered. Yep. Puts us... That's annoying. It's protection from everything. Alright, so we want to try and hit a Emrakul here. Hoagland PayPal saves you 8% on all of your cash orders from MTGO traders. So if you're going to use their site, and you should, they're good people, you can save 8% of your orders there with the code Hoagland PayPal. Alright, Daddy needs an Emrakul. Otherwise, we're going to be dead to this Progenitus. Sneak attack. Not going to do it. Pack it up. Pack it in. Emrakul. To me, Emrakul. To me. So I think... Yeah, I think on... I don't think I want to change anything here on the play. I'm going to cut the pillar and bring in another 3-ball on the play. Just, like, have a better chance to lock them out of the game. Yeah, I think that's fine. But it says protection from everything. That would include Magic Online bugs. Yeah, we'll play the Jungord deck at some point. Yeah, at some point. I would love to go first. Thank you. Chalice for 1/1. Into Kozilek's return. Yeah, this is almost certainly fine, right? It's got a lock piece. It's got a boom boom. It has some interaction too. I mean, sack effects don't technically touch Progenitus. That's its controller touching Progenitus. Only my master may touch me. Maybe, Ryan. I do like not spewing all the tickets, so let's play this, do this, play this Chalice for 1. Your turn. And they do have Abrupt Decays post board, right? So, like, I'm hoping some of these decks have slightly less Abrupt Decays. Oh, that's really good. That's like a combo, right? Can't be countered. That's pretty. I was like, wait, that doesn't. Yep. Clever opponent. What a clever opponent. Okay, so we've got Spirit Guides and Lotus Petals that let us Inferno Titan next turn. This is going to be a basic forest, I'd assume. This does keep discard off of us again, which is nice. Elvish Visionary. That one wasn't going to get countered anyways, friend. I feel like that's got to be a misplay. Alright, yep. Am I supposed to just Kozilek's return here? And just, like, keep them off of Naturally Ordering next turn? I feel like I am. Yeah, I'm just going to Kozilek's return here, keep them off of casting Natural Order next turn. Because, like, I play this land, and then I pass back, and then, like, they can play some elves out through this Chalice of the Void, then, like, the Inferno Titan comes down and kills those elves. Like, if we keep their board clear of green crappers. If we keep their board clear of idiots, they just can't Natural Order. Like, the Inferno Titan's going to be a quick clock. This Chalice of the Void keeps them from Thoughtseizing us, which is nice. The deck doesn't actually have a ton of lands in it, so, like, they need their accelerators to make mana in addition to sacrifice to them. If you read my post, it's not that I said I would never play it again. I said I was waiting for it to get better. And while it's not perfect, it definitely has gotten marginally better. What do we got? Green Sun for 1. Yep. Sure. Alright, sweet. Put this into play. And then that, unfortunately, is not lethal. We only hit for 12, so we're just going to cast it. Two there, 1 there. Keep my opponent from making black mana, keeps them from killing Chalice of the Void. Inferno Titan gets his trigger when he attacks as well, so my opponent will take, well, he'll have to deal 3 damage spread out next turn, too. I mean, there were leagues last time I was playing, too. Like, alright, so what am I doing here? This is just hitting for a bunch, basically, right? I'm just gonna attack, put 3 up here. We're definitely making this 7. Am I just casting the Simian Spirit Guide post-combat? feel like I am, right? Yeah, that seems fine. It's in a real game of Magic till Simian Spirit Guide hits the board, right? Now, even if they have, like, fetch land for Dryad Arbor into Natural Order for Progenitus, we can still... Okay, so they don't have that. They could play one... Thoughtseize, yep, trigger. Ah, I didn't forget my trigger. Yep, trigger. Man, look at all those board cards they have. These cards are so good. It's almost like they cost the wrong mana cost. All right, we got them. Yeah, get them. I got them good. So we now 1-0 in the league with mono red sneak attacks. Good evening to everyone. Got about 130 people hanging out here already. I'm going to play some Legacy this evening. I am playing Legacy for my team at the Louisville Open in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to be looking for a deck that I like for that. I mean, Seething Needle turns off Sneak Attack, right? They just want to like bring in all their interactive cards. Seems fine, right? It's like not super exciting, but it's definitely a keep. We've got a couple of lands. We got a Chalice with a Simian Spirit Guide on one. We have lost yet another die roll, which means we are on the draw. Which if first mistakes we've made this evening, losing die rolls. Cannot recommend enough against losing die rolls. It's just a bad decision overall. Opponent casts Ponder. In fact, sometimes when they talk about this deck, Bob, Sneak Attack is the card they name after it. Oh, geez, are we dead? Chose not to shuffle. We could die. Oh, no, they're just duressing us. That's smart, because we have a Chalice. So, looks like we're playing against Ant here. Okay. Well, you know. I tried sideboarding against losing die rolls. You know, we could put some Gemstone Mines in the deck. Ponder, sure. The fact that they cracked a Lotus Petal on turn 1 there to duress is probably good for us. They also didn't shuffle that Ponder, though. These mountains are beautiful. They're big, burly, beautiful mountains, okay? Chose not to shuffle again. How dead am I? Oh, they might have just wanted one card off of it so they can correct it. Look at there's a beautiful mountain. So we are a piece of fast mana or a double land away from breaching them here. That's a good vendor. MTGO Traders would love to buy your online Magic cards. Yeah, sometimes, Ryan. I think turn 1 in the play, Chalice for 1 is still better. Like, at this point in the game, I agree if we draw a Chalice, we're going to slide it out on 0 at this point, but before their setup state, especially when they have all this discard in their deck, we would definitely prefer to have, I'm just going to auto-pass and let them do their thing here. We're almost certainly dead. Yeah, Card Hoarder, I didn't care for how they handled some of the stuff that happened last year, so we're working with MTGO Traders now, who I'm very happy to be working with. Seems like good people. We have a discount code for them. Card Hoarder never gave us a discount code. They're the best. All right, so we're going to get Past in Flames, kill us. So they're going to cast Past in Flames, and then cast some Rituals, and then cast an Infernal Tutor, and then we die. Right? Because they can cast... Wait, are they short? This is 7, 8, 9. No, we are dead. Exactly dead. Okay, let's concede here. They could also cast the Duress there. All right, so the 3 balls come in, and the Pyrostatic Pillar comes in, and the Magus of the Moon comes in. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Blood Moons in this matchup. I think Magus of the Moon is fine, but they have so many basics in their deck. I think I'd rather just be on like the Chalice plus 3 ball plan. I can cut a couple of... Oh, Wurmcoil Engine doesn't do a whole lot. I'd rather leave an Inferno Titan than Wurmcoil Engine because Inferno Titan hits harder. So I think this is how I want to board. We're going to bring in our 5 pieces of constant base disruption and cut... Or 6 pieces, sorry, right? No, I brought it a Magus to the moon too. So we're going to cut the 4 Blood Moons, the 2 Wurmcoils. I think Magus is slightly better than Blood Moon because once we have our lock pieces down, Magus like attacks for 2, which I think is fine. So let's submit. Yeah, I don't actually know if Pyromancy works or not now, because we're not playing it in the board anymore because Miracles isn't a deck. That card was in there just for Miracles. Yeah, this hand's great, right? Like turn 1. And again, I think on the play here, Magus also can't get duress. That's fair. The mouse not being up is some kind of bug between the virtual machine that I run Magic Online in, and they boarded in Force? What? Huh. Okay. Hey, no worries, Sharp Object. You do you. I appreciate the people that can support me while they can, but people just showing up to watch too. I appreciate that as well. Remember, without people to watch, there'd be no reason to do this. Pyrostatic Pillar says whenever a player... This is an Eidolon of Rhetoric in enchantment form. Yeah, right? Like, there's a Force of Will in their deck, apparently. Huh. Maybe I want to cut some Seething Songs post-board. If they're boarding in Forces, that means they have more disruption, so that means I want Seething Song less. There's also an Eidolon in enchantment form, right? This is pure enchantment form, and I'd zoom in to show you, but zooming is a feature that we don't have enabled on Magic Online currently. All right, let's put my sneak attack into play. Do your thing, opponent. Now we're just looking for a fatty boom boom. They are looking for a way to bounce this so they can then combo us. The fact that this card kills them while they're casting all their setup cantrips is so great. It's the enchantment because Eidolon of the Great Revel is harder to cast with all the soul lands in our deck. I mean, like, it kind of zooms. Okay, so you see how that's me holding the zoom key. It kind of zooms. So that's me holding, and if I tap it once, it just comes up, and then yep, I don't know what's going on. So that's what it does. This is the hand we've been dealt, and we just hang out, you know. End step Echoing Truth untap, kill me. Howdy, ride my shit. All I wanna do is kill you, kill you, kill you. Yeah, usually they have some amount of Echoing Truth or Abrupt Decays in their deck, right? All right, Griselbrand would like a friend. Oh no, the only friend Griselbrand found was himself. All right. Okay. Activate this. I am going to put the Simian Spirit Guide into play here and attack with it too, because putting them down to a lower life total does mean that wait, what? What? Alright, we're gonna put this other Griselbrand into play now, I think. I mean, I understand what's happening, right? I just thought that card was banned. They banned Splinter Twin, I thought. Yeah, I'll draw some cards. Well then, so let's play the City of Traitors out. Unfortunately, how much mana do I have here? I'm one short of putting this Chalice on 4, aren't I? 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I think I put the Chalice on 1 now, so they just can't cast cantrips. Right? Second Chalice on 0. Oh, I like that. Yeah. He probably has Lotus Petals in his deck. We could have put Chalice before if we had run out of Simian card. You are correct. Void these two guys. Yeah, but then I could die to this attack. Yeah, we're about to get Splinter Twinned, aren't we? God, that's wild. That's something. So like their whole sideboard is boarding into Splinter Twin. That's kind of cute. Their whole sideboard has to be boarding into Splinter Twin, right? I'm making him do it in case he doesn't make enough to attack through this Griselbrand. Sure. Yeah, I mean like you're like your plan is to board into a plan that's like still bad against counterspells and discard. Yeah, but this isn't real life. This is Magic Online, where like the rules are made up and the life points don't matter. Like this is a different game than paper Magic. Just it is. Like anyone I lose games all the time to Magic Online not being. In fact, there's entire deck choices that don't get played on Magic Online because they're functionally unplayable. Sure, but he might attack with everything too. Okay, so our opponent is not they're saying they're going to make enough to play around double guide, double Griselbrand. 1, we can't put 2 Griselbrands into play. They're legendary. 2, if you just don't attack with this one, you can diddle my Griselbrand. Oh, I guess I could go second Griselbrand? Sure. You also can't play Battle of Wits on Magic Online. There's videos of me trying it from last year. The entire client locks up every time you try to crack a fetch land, and you'll basically time out because an efficient Battle of Wits deck is going to just be a giant pile of tutors. In fact, we built this Gifts Ungiven, Bring to Light, really sweet 200 and something card Battle of Wits deck, and just couldn't play it because the client lagged too much. But yeah, actually, the Abzan company with Vizier combo is something that I really want to test for Modern, but you basically can't play it on Magic Online because a lot of the times when you're playing the Vizier combo deck in real life, you're like, all right, I'm going to make infinite mana, I'm going to cast Collected Company, okay, I'm going to Eternal Witness, get this back, I'm going to cast Collected Company, all right, I found my Duskwatch Recruiter, okay, I'm going to activate Duskwatch Recruiter an arbitrarily large amount of times, and I'm going to, you know, shift through my deck 3 cards at a time and get all of my creatures and play out whatever I want, and like, on Magic Online, you're going to time out every single time you do that. And don't get me wrong, we're playing Magic Online because it is the most convenient way to play Magic on the computer, but it's still, you know, far from perfect. In fact, I already filed for comp from one league today. Storm's like a medium minus matchup for this deck. In fact, if Storm's upticking in popularity, this is definitely probably not a deck you want to play. But, you know, that also being said, like, people don't actually change decks in Legacy that often. Could Splinter Twin be viable enough in Legacy? Probably not. There was a Stompy type list that top 8'd Legacy champs. I believe it was 2 years ago, but I never really went anywhere after that. You're not screw with X-Mage anymore. Okay, so Magic Online is clunky and awkward. X-Mage is free, but it's clunky and awkward at least twice or 3 times as much as Magic Online. Actually, so if you're looking for efficiency with testing with people you know, Cockatrice is super efficient. Like, my buddies and I, we just, like, hop on voice chat and, like, play Magic like we're just playing Magic with each other. Like, you know, we hop in Discord and, like, we just go. And Cockatrice is super efficient at that. That being said, if you don't have other people to play with or you want something pretty to look at, Cockatrice is not great to look at, and it's not great for playing with random people. So, you know, take it or leave it. All right, Basic Mountain Go probably means this Blood Moon's not stellar. Which I think this is probably Burn, which means I just want to pass the turn here so we can sneak attack on 3 into Worms on 4. Oh, geez. Okay, weird. Oh, so they're playing lands, and they just happen to have their Basic Mountain in their opener. Okay, well, I'm a liar. The Blood Moon's going to be fine. Maybe? Is this a mirror match? Deal. Okay. Okay. The old Stompy mirror. It doesn't appear to be lands. Lands doesn't play... Really? They don't play a Basic Mountain? I guess you don't need it to play around Blood Moon, right? Like, you probably don't need it to play around Wasteland. This could be a mirror, right? I'm going to put this on 0 just in case they have a Lotus Petal and they haven't played it yet. It's like as proactive as we could be. Having the sneak attack is very good, though. Some kind of big red... We have played Sin Prada before in past variations of this. So hopefully they're just dead next turn. Alright. They are literally playing Dragonstorm. Search your library for a dragon card and put it onto the battlefield. Huh. I don't... I assume I'm just supposed to put this into their graveyard. I think I'm just supposed to put that in their bin, right? Like, there's no way giving them the card their deck is named after. We're going to kill them next turn, so hopefully they're not going to +8 us here. We could, like, get through the breach tier, right? But if they threw the breach us, we're probably dead either way. I don't actually know what's going on the other side of the table. All bets are off. You know, it's one of those you do you opponent type situations. Yeah, this is I guess it's a new week. We streamed 3 or 4 times last week. You can always catch all of my stream archives on my YouTube channel. You can find information on that down below the video. Friendly Legacy Leagues don't exist. WotC knows that this format is not for friendly people. Boggart Hellkite and Thundermaw. Ruby spells you cast cost 1 less, sure. Unfortunately, my opponent did not take their medicine, and they've got some nasty worms heading their way. Yeah, so Stompy decks and Legacy, right? It's basically just like, these lockout cards are just so good, it doesn't really matter what we play alongside them. You're just like casting a dragon here. Please don't kill my sneak attack. The post-combat Thundermaw Hellkite, sure. Sure. Yeah, man, my turn's going to be scarier than yours. How about this one? How about this one? How about this one? How about this one? Hey, hey, hey! The squad's all here! Alright, is this good? Is this good? If so, why? I feel like our deck has a leg up on the other Stompy decks on average. So we're going to board out all these Blood Moons here. Let's just get rid of those. Trinisphere is probably great. I don't actually know if Chalice is good. They've got random artifacts in their deck, right? Ingot Chewer is probably fine. I'm going to put another Ingot Chewer, cut a Chalice. I don't actually... They showed us Faithless Looting. Let's do this. See how it feels. Maybe Chalice on 2 is good because they have a bunch of rituals probably. Has Rite of Flame in his deck. Okay. This hand's kind of medium minus. Although I guess if we hit a mountain, we can just go... I guess if we hit a mountain, we can go turn 2 sneak attack after turn 1 Chalice. I don't actually know how good Chalice for 1 is. If they're on Rite of Flame, Chalice the Void for 1 should be fine here. Another sneak attack, sure. So we're looking to draw just any mana source next turn to put the sneak attack out. Hopefully it's a Seething Song. That would be ideal. We can just jam a Griselbrand into an Emrakul and kill them. I'm assuming when their deck goes off, they kill us the same turn they Dragonstorm. They left in Blood Moon. Interesting. Maybe they just didn't have enough cards to cut. At any rate, it's cutting us off here, right? A couple people asked about Pyrostatic Pillar. I don't actually know if they play enough cards that are cheap enough for Pyrostatic Pillar to be relevant. They get 4 Boggart and Hellkites and 20s. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, nothing makes sense about what's going on the other side of the table, but that seems like what they would be doing to ultimately end the game. Seething Song. Hey, look. All right, so let's do that. Let's pitch these, and then next turn the gang shows up. Don't Pithing Needle Phyrexian Revoker me? Don't Phyrexian Revoker me, bro. What you got? Are they going to combo me? Like, we could get comboed here, right? They played a third mana source. I'm assuming if they could have comboed us, they would have done it instead of playing the Blood Moon. Activate. Dragonstorm is a sorcery, right? I'm just going to double check here real quick. It is a sorcery. Okay. Draw a couple cards. I haven't played a land yet this turn. Play a land. Play a petal. Activate this. Put a Wurmcoil Engine into play. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go ahead and attack here. You have some kind of weird red card that's going to get you out of this. Nope, just dead. Okay. Quickly 2-1 here. Let's queue it up. Lost to Storm, boarding into Splinter Twin, but beat Elves, beat another red Stompy deck. I'm pretty sure this is the best of the red Stompy decks, and I know we have a leg up against the other ones. While we're waiting for the next batch to pop, I would just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland, and I'm a TCG player and content producer, and you've landed at my Twitch channel, or possibly my YouTube page in the future. If you're enjoying what you see, and you're new to the channel, I'd encourage you to show those using that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps other people find my work. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to help me produce more of this content, there's a few different ways you can do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch, or becoming a patron on Patreon for varying amounts. Those both come with little rewards, such as emotes and other goodies, and a Discord server, so check that out, information down below the stream. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. I have a few different sponsors for the Magic Online streams. The first is MTGO Traders. If you're going to buy or sell Magic Online cards, you should do it at mtgotraders.com. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, you will save 8% on your cash orders there. If you're looking for paper Magic cards, there's a couple different ways you can support my content that way. mtgcardmarket.com buys and sells paper Magic cards, and you can use code, I believe it's Jeff, 10% on their website to save 10% on your orders. Or you can also rent Magic cards with a discount code from sparedeck.com. They rent any standard or modern deck. You can rent for a weekend up to a month at a time. And you can also customize your gaming experience at inkedgaming.com. They do custom playmats and accessories like that, and code Jeff12 will save you 12% on your orders there. Aren't the personal commercials that your ad blocker just can't get? They're the real touch, right? So this hand needs a red source, but we've got Chalice of the Void on one and our opponent mulligans, so sign me up, I guess. And again, we lost the coin flip, just like mono mistakes on the coin flips here. This isn't card for card, the one that top 8 of the last Legacy event. We've updated the list, taking into account the fact that Miracles is no longer a deck in the format, but it's fairly close to it. Opponent mulliganed and then bottomed a card. Bloodstained Mire, could be Storm, could be Burn, could be some other bad deck. It's Legacy. A lot of the decks are bad in Legacy, including ours. Don't duress me, bro. Okay, Brainstorm on 1. So Brainstorm on 1 means one of two things. Either we're almost dead and our opponent's trying to kill us before we draw a card, or our opponent's an idiot. Based on the fact that they have Bloodstained Mire and Underground Sea, they're likely playing Storm, so they're probably trying to kill us here. The fact that they mulliganed means it's pretty unlikely to happen, though. Let's go ahead and Ancient Tomb into Chalice on 1 here. Let's go ahead, everyone. Is this the same Storm player? No, different Storm player, okay. I guess it could be Reanimator, that's true. More likely to be Storm. Reanimator doesn't usually play Bloodstained Mire, I don't think, but I believe they usually play Flooded Strand and Delta, but I could be wrong. Reanimator could definitely be on the table. Like, turn 1 Brainstorm's not wrong if they're, like, close. They're, like, looking for one more piece to go off on the first turn of the game. Hopefully this Chalice is going to make their life a lot more difficult. It could be correct to Chalice for 0 here. You can queue into... Okay, so they are playing Burning Wish, usually means Tess, the Epic Storm. This is going to be a way to answer my... Target opponent reveals cards up, so she reveals a creature card. That player puts all non-creature cards revealed this way into their graveyard, then put that creature into the battlefield under your control. Well, that's terrifying. Huh. Well, Hopefully they hit a Simian Spirit Guide. I guess we're just Blood Mooning them here, right? So you need another Lotus Petal to cast this. Alright, so we need one more land here to cast Sneak Attack. That is sideboard tech for lands, you're not wrong. Mana Source Sting. And next turn, the squad will come into town. Because hey, the gang's all here. Activate. Always put the Griselbrand in last. Just, you know, let them know how ranched they are. It's been a while since the whole squad's been together. The squad's been doing some good work tonight, though. No, don't concede, opponent. Come back. Come back, opponent. You didn't have priority. You can't concede when you don't have priority. That's so rude. All right, Trinisphere's in, Pyrostatic Pillar in, Magus in. Wurmcoils can go. I think it's just Blood Moon's out. I'm going to split the difference on Seething Songs and Blood Moons. Blood Moon's like medium minus, but like the first copy is fine. Let's give this a try. There might be merit to bringing in the Kozilek's return because the Epic Storm goes off with goblins a little bit more often than anything else. People online don't play Force of Will. This deck not only top-aided and open in the hands of myself, but is top-aided and open in the hands of others as well. So this deck does not just fold to a Force of Will. This deck plays lots of must-answer threats to make it so you need to put together a bunch of quality answers. Bring in fairies so the Telebit is worse targets, right? That means we brought in another Magus to the mood, right? So I think if they don't play out LEDs and... if they don't play out LEDs and petals on the first turn here, this Chalice is going on 0. And if we hit a soul land, we can just turn 1 them here. We hit a soul land or a Simian Spirit Guide or a Lotus Petal. So we got, oh, we're just dead? Please be going off with goblins. Please be going off with goblins. Oh, this is 10 out of 10 ad nauseum here. Yep. All right. Legacy's such a fair format. What a fair format. Alright, take Chrome Mox, double Right and Flame, Burning Wish. We should be dead here. I think they need one more piece of free mana. Like, I think they need a Lotus Petal here, perhaps. Yeah, I think they need a Petal or an LED. Oh, man. Holy crap. They can go off with goblins here, right? No, because they have to void. You think they have to keep going here. I think they have to take another hit. Man, sometimes you draw 19 cards and you don't get there. They stopped? Okay. Are they just going to, like, Chrome Mox a black card and duress me and try and go off next turn? Doesn't seem unreasonable. But, like, do they take the Chalice, or do they Taxian Probe? Oh, we're casting Brainstorm, or a Ponder, sure. That makes sense. Good line on the opponent's part here. But now they need to hit 2 0 mana? Okay, they hit the LED. Do they have a Chrome box here to get going? They do not. Okay. Fast mana, fast mana, fast mana, fast mana, fast mana, or soul land, fast mana or soul land. Another Chalice of the Void. Huh. So they banned. Let's figure out what's still in their hand. So they played Chromox. They voided Gitaxian Probe. They discarded Bloodstained Mire, Polluted Delta, Bloodstained Mire, Ponder, Brainstorm. Oh, they have a Hurkyl's Recall in their hand and an Underground Seize. They have 2 Rite of Flame. I think I'm just supposed to go Mountain into Pass here. They have a Hurkyl's Recall. Oh. Right, that's how that works. Now, I don't want to play Chalice for 1 and Chalice for 0 because that burns my Simian Spirit Guide. And, like, I need that to actually kill them, right? They probably have a red land left. If we would have drawn a piece of fast mana there, we could have killed them. Look at, that's probably not even the worst play I'm going to make tonight. Yep. Alright, so hopefully this is going off with goblins. Yeah, I agree. We're just dying. Storm is... Sure. What we got? Oh, Past in Flames. Oh, yeah, certainly did. Certainly did. Ah, they weren't going to die for 2 more turns anyways. That's fine. Turn 4 is far too slow. Choices. Do I want Ingot Chewer in this matchup? I feel like I don't want the Blood Moons. I'm going to bring my songs back in so we're just faster, I think. Yeah, let's go. Let's go! I'd love to play first. Lock pieces. Yeah, seems good. It's turn 1 3-ball, right? Actually, this is really good, right? We go this into Chalice for 0. Yeah. And to play this into pitch this. Like, now we need to draw a threat and we need to draw other stuff, but, you know. Okay, now we just need to draw mana. Sudden shock to kill them when they whiff on Antasia, right? Okay, yep. They have a 3rd land and it's a basic. What a beating. Oh, geez. They could end step Hurkyl's me and then just kill us. I mean, like, what line did we have that didn't involve us being soft to Hurkyl's? Like, holding the Chalice until we can play it for 2? Or just gonna, like, get end step Hurkyl's and die? That's unfortunate. Womp womp. Oh, that's so good for us. This is so good for us. 3-mana Brainstorm is way better than Hurkyl's Recall kill you. They can still theoretically play Hurkyl's Recall this turn and kill us, but... What are you revealing, opponent? Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you get those right in Flames, opponent. Mana source, mana source. Ding. All right, so now here's the tough call, right? Do I Emrakul them and take all their lands away and leave them with 3 life? And then we could possibly brick and die here, or do I Worldspine Wurm them so I can kill them next turn? It's actually a tough decision. I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to Emrakul them. I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to Emrakul them, right? I'm going to think now we're just... They don't have many lands in their deck. Let's just do this. All right. Yep. We'll draw... We've got 6 mana. We'll draw a Titan. Or Titan's lethal. Like, Sneak and Shows. Sneak Attack's lethal. Through the Breach is lethal. We could draw another lock piece. What a fun game of Magic. Are we having fun? Oh! Cast Simian Spirit Guide. You're dead. Very dead to the Mana Monkey. Put him up. Put him up. Got him. Get him. Got him. Good. Because the Trinisphere is there on the table, our opponent was not going to have time to draw lands before the Simian Spirit Guide just like got him. Go, Grey Ogre. It isn't a real game of Legacy until Simian Spirit Guide gets hard cast as Grey Ogre. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. As we are now 58 minutes into a league, 3-1. Woo, monkey beat down. Monkey. Oh, what a good time. After this next match, we're going to pivot to playing something more fair and balanced. We're going to play Black-White Stoneblade a little bit. Dead Guy Ale, as it's sometimes called in Legacy. Do you think your team would let me play this deck at the Open? They would realistically let me play whatever I wanted, but I think they would prefer that I play something that's... I don't actually think this deck has a great Storm matchup. On average, I feel like you're not, nothing 0% with this deck, because sometimes you just kill them, but I feel like there are other things that have better Storm matchups than this. What is my opinion on the Alurin deck I was playing a while back? I love the Alurin deck, and I intend to stream with it at some point in the next week and a half, I promise, because Alurin is one of the 3 or 4 decks I'm considering for the Open. I love wacky little, crappy creature combo style decks, and Alurin is definitely a crappy creature beatdown deck first and foremost, and a combo deck second. I played, I was the Legacy player for a Team 1K event that was just a local event, and my team won. I played Alurin for that, had a really good time. Deck list is sweet. MTGcardmarket.com is where you can find my written Magic content every single week, and I talked about that deck last month, I believe. How do I feel about Food Chain? I feel like I haven't played it enough. I know last time I spent some time testing it when I was looking for a deck for the Players' Championship. It felt like it was worse than Alurin to me, but I don't know if that's actually what it is, but it felt like it was just worse at doing what Alurin was doing. Hand's a little medium minus. This Sandstone Needle's it should probably just be an 11th Mountain. I'm going to keep this. We're on the draw. Opponent mulligan to 6. The old 3-1-0-0 pair down. Hashtag GP Charlotte pairings. Yep. As you will, opponent. Holy crap, we're getting belched! This is a deck we're going to play at some point too, BT dubs. For those wondering, I am a man of the people, and I intend to belch people at some point. Alright, we can race this. We can race this potentially. We just need some fast mana next turn. We just need some fast mana next turn, I think, and then we can do it, fam. This Inferno Titan is gonna clean up some goblin tokens. Fast mana! Fast mana! Oh, man. We're so unlucky. We're so unlucky. Welcome to Legacy. Enjoy your stay. All right. So what are we doing here? Blood Moon, not particularly good. Pyrostatic Pillar and Trinisphere, very good. Kozilek's Return, plenty fine. Cut Magus of the Moon is the last card. Nope, need to cut one more because I brought in the Kozilek's Return. Wurmcoil is actually pretty good at racing, right? The Emrakul probably isn't a particularly good attacker in this matchup. MTG Bot keeps posting their record in chat. Ingot Chewer. I don't think Ingot Chewer is worthwhile. I guess you could theoretically kill Belcher. Man. Turn 2 Trinisphere. Turn 2 Trinisphere is probably not fast enough, right? Just gotta go to 6. Yeah, man. Turn 1 Chalice for 0. Sign me up. Keep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, let's play this for 0. Let's play this for 1. And then we can play Trinisphere next turn, and eventually we'll draw mana at some point and kill them. Definitely Belcher. Belcher's my boy. Oh no, my opponent doesn't have a land. That's pretty unlucky. It's pretty unfortunate for my opponent. Even money says that they concede or the Simian Spirit Guide ends up dealing 20 points of damage this game. That's how we do it. Legacy is a fair, interesting, and interactive format, you could argue. And now we just have to hope they mulligan to Oblivion. And now we hoping and a praying. Please mulligan. Please mulligan. And just because they don't mulligan doesn't necessarily mean we're not dead. Because if they don't mulligan, they could have like Gitaxian Probes and Street Wraiths in their hand. This hand is like a turn 3 sneak attack, turn 2 sneak attack. That's probably too slow. Like, lock pieces aren't as important. I mean, like, yeah, this hand's fine. Like, if we were on the play, this hand would, like, instantly win, right? But we're not, so we're dead. I can only assume we're dead. All right, there's some gobos. Empty for 14? Empty for 14. You could argue that both teams have tried their hardest. But we're going to squeak out of this league here with a clocking in at 1 hour and 5 minutes with the 3-2 record. Magic as Richard Garfield intended it. All right.